Good day, friends. I'm Justin from Long & McQuaid, and this is Aljon from Epiphone Guitars. We're here at Gibson HQ in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're talking about a couple of Epiphones. What do we got here?
So this is part of our kind of modern, inspired by Gibson line. This is the Les Paul and SG Tribute Plus.
Okay. Where's the plus coming from? What's the plus?
So the plus is we've got a plus top. So we have a nicely figured top, very highly figured actually. And then we also upgraded from last year's tributes to have the trapezoid inlays as well. So you'll look at the inlays, we've got the trapezoid in it. So it looks a lot more like a Les Paul Standard or an SG, like a 60s SG. And for the SG, we actually, instead of just having a single volume, single tone with the pickup selector, we added the 4-knob cluster. So you have the 2 volumes and 2 tones to control each individual pickup, much like you would a 60s SG, which is nice. So just a little bit more plus, a little bit more to the guitar, and it just looks more like, you know, what you'd see with a Gibson if you were to get it. Except, you know, you have a nice, very affordable price. I think this is a great kind of guitar to kind of get into the Gibson Epiphone ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it certainly looks the part. And then let's look over on the back here.
Sure.
So here we got a bolt-on neck, but there's something going on in this area. It's definitely not just the big bulky neck joint.
Yeah, so what we've done with these guitars is engineered them to be completely comfortable to play. So slightly thinner bodies, but then we also have a little bit of a sculpt with a neck, which is inspired by the Les Paul Modern from the Epiphone and Gibson side of things. So you have a little bit less heel so that you can get up in the neck and play those leads without having, you know, any kind of impedance there. It's just a little bit thinner, a lot more comfortable to play. So, and then we have the ferrules in there as well. So it's a very stable neck joint for us. So you're able to, you know, have a nice connection, really good tone transfer, but yet also keep it ergonomic and easy to pick up and play.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. And we were saying before the camera started rolling, it reminds me of the Access neck joint, and is very much inspired by that, I guess.
100%. Yeah, we wanted to make it very light and easy to play, and for people to just kind of get up and play the guitar and plug in and just start rocking out. The SG's very similar to that as well. And so, yeah, just fully featured, looks the part, as you said, and looks, you know, punches above its weight class. So I think that's a great thing about these guitars.
Absolutely. And let's talk about the pickups here. So right off the bat, you guys heard it in the intro there, they're quite a bit darker.
Yeah.
So what are these exactly?
So we have the new ceramic pickups. They're the Epiphone 700T and 650R. So the ceramics are there to add a little bit more bite and give you that nice rock tone that I think a lot of people associate with these Les Pauls. So you have a thinner body and then higher output pickup, so it's definitely a great rock machine.
Yeah, it just sort of balances out. That's cool. So this is a great opportunity for us to demo sort of the difference between like a Les Paul and an SG, so y'all at home can hear this. So you heard the Les Paul. I'm going to give Aljon the cable here, and he's going to play us the SG. That sounds great. And it's a very, very similar sound with this like format for the two of them. So I guess it's like comes down to the style you like the best, right?
Exactly, and what you feel comfortable playing. You know, I always thought that if you're inspired by players like Angus Young, obviously, you know, this would be great. You know, but if you love Slash, you know, there you go. You know, you have a couple to choose from.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, this is such a great first guitar. I wish something like this was around when I was starting, because that's a great place to start. Well, Aljon, thank you so much for taking me through this.
Absolutely.
Get yourself down to your local Long & McQuaid and definitely check these things out. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. Please like and subscribe if you dig what we're doing here. It really helps out the channel. Again, my name is Justin. This is Aljon, signing off from Nashville.